Martin Keown is here. Martin, you have a love affair with the FA Cup, mate. It's fair to say. Do you not? Is it because you have the phenomenal achievement of having won it 3 times in your career?
I was very lucky. And I always quote Don Howe as you come in as a player. He's saying, well, look, they're like milk bottles hanging on the wall. You might only get 10 opportunities. Yeah. And every time one falls off, that's it. Gone.
Yeah.
Take those opportunities. Make it happen. Be a winner. You know, we looked at Schmeichel's great save, Kasper Schmeichel's great save last year. That will go down in history as one of the great saves in an FA Cup, following the footsteps of his father.
Yeah.
You know, there are memories that you cannot take away. You can finish 4th or strive to finish 4th in the Premier League, but an FA Cup win is something really special.
Absolutely. And despite the concerns, though, around this growing fixture list of ours, Martin, and the scrapping of domestic cups in other countries, and that is happening in other countries, is this a competition, the FA Cup, is it a competition that will always be protected here in England?
Well, it has to be. It's the oldest cup competition in world football. It started in 1871, if memory serves me correct. I always bang on about what a wonderful competition it is, that feeling to win it. I think we need to protect it, but I know that what you're coming to in terms of the headline at the moment is that the teams have been told just to get on and fulfill the fixture, play the youth team. Effectively, we saw that last year with Aston Villa against Liverpool. That's a shame. That's disappointing. But the competitions can't take place unless we just get along with these fixtures. We've got 2 FA Cup games in the month of January. So time does not allow, with COVID, to cancel these games. We need to get on and play them. It is unfortunate, though, Jim, that we could be looking at some of the youth team players. I hope not, because you still want, every player should go out there wanting to win that FA Cup. I
mean, Martin, obviously, for reasons of his own, and of course he loves it, he's won it 3 times. Absolutely, as a love affair with the FA Cup as a competition, Simon. Yep. I think you do too, because you love tradition. But with every passing generation, do you think that affection towards this competition fades somewhat?
Well, it shouldn't be, and it shouldn't be allowed to, any more than any sport with iconic tournaments in it. You know, everything falls under the power of the Premier League and the Premier League's immense wealth and immense riches, and there's an argument to try and find a way to make the FA Cup better monetised, so it draws a different perspective from clubs. But I think people still, if you see the reaction from Leicester City when they won the FA Cup, you see the reaction of their supporters, you see the media furore, you see the interest in and the focus on the fact that they've won the FA Cup, and I think it still has an incredible amount of allure. But it is competing now with the Premier League and all that goes with it. So I don't think there's any idea.
This is it.
I don't think there should be any reason why. I mean, the League Cup is being diminished. The FA Cup will be next if people don't put a stake in the ground and say, that's enough now. These are very, very, very valuable assets and they need to be treated as such. And once upon a time, and not so long ago, you know, people around the world revered the FA Cup. There's no cup, domestic cup like it. The Copa del Rey in Spain, where I lived for 20 years, I understand that. But around the world, the FA Cup has the lure for everybody. So I think
why? Because of the final at Wembley and everything goes with that.
Well, I just think there's
history, Jim.
There's history. There's tradition.
You can't take that away.
You know, we don't.
But do kids today look at it in the same way?
Do
they romanticise about it like you do?
I sincerely hope they do, and it's entirely up to the FA to ensure that they do. It's entirely up to the clubs to be made.
Well, how do they do that?
Well, the clubs have to treat it with respect. It's not being diminished. Let's be clear. For a very, very long time, the third round of the FA Cup has always resulted in teams reducing the amount of first-team players that will play in that third round of the FA Cup because people have different priorities. As the tournament goes on, as you get into the 4th, 5th and quarterfinals of this tournament, you see the intention of the broadcasters, you see the interest of the clubs. So with the best will in the world, I think we're making a noise about something that isn't being diminished at all. And I think it's entirely right to suggest that you play a team able to complete tournaments specifically and explicitly when we've got a landscape right now where people are depleted by a variety of things.
See, there's one of quite a number of messages. The FA Cup has not meant as much as it used to since United went to the Club World Championship.
Yeah, that's a soundbite.
The magic's gone.
That's a soundbite. That's not true. Otherwise, United would have continued with that vein of thinking. It was a once upon a time thing. I think most people frowned upon it. I think United were castigated for that. And ultimately, it's still a very valuable tournament.
I think they're obviously the most successful ever manager of all time. Won it in 1990. Saved his job, Jim.
Yeah.
The FA Cup. So I don't think he was dismissive of it at all.
But Martin, why are there different rules regards postponements for the FA Cup compared to other domestic competitions?
Because we simply can't fit the fixtures in, Jim. If we abide by what the Premier League are doing and only asking for 13 fit players, that have got experience to play in that first team, because it's just time does not allow. What are we to do? Do we suspend the FA Cup completely? We have a competition in the Premier League which runs over 38 games from August to May.
But should the Premier League have the same rules as the FA Cup? In the Premier League, a match can be postponed if a club
that's
can't
another
prove
whole conversation.
they don't have 13 outfield players plus one goalkeeper.
And the League Cup's been suspended, isn't it?
Is the Premier League a knockout tournament?
Of course.
No, it's not. It's 38 games.
Sorry, the FA Cup.
So why should then the rules are different already from the outset?
Yeah, but you would say the League Cup, though, was to suspend the game between Arsenal and Liverpool didn't take place because of COVID. Now, that must be because we're in the latter stages of the competition. So we're trying to give both teams a fair opportunity to win it. We're in the early stages of the FA Cup, albeit, Jim, that it starts in May. As soon as you win it, it starts again with preliminary rounds. It's an amazing competition.
What do you think of what Ben and Congleton's saying? I've always said the FA Cup's the most prestigious cup in our sport, but to make it stronger, they should make the winner a qualifying place in the European club. I think it means European Cup, Champions League, and ditch fourth place as a qualifier.
But they do. If they win the FA Cup, they get into one of the European tournaments as a matter of course. They don't finish in the top four by definition.
I mean, basically,
it's a cup winners' cup, isn't it?
The thrust of his message is you've got to incentivise it more as a tournament. It's got to mean more if you win it.
You can't drag someone from the that wins the FA Cup into the Champions League. That's ridiculous, because somebody that wins the FA Cup could finish 9th in the league.
Yeah.
And you could. Okay, so 10 years ago, Cardiff got relegated. Sorry, Cardiff got relegated, won the FA Cup, and they'll be playing in the Champions League.
I know that the Champions League's almost become like a cup competition, but you only need to win 6 games in the FA Cup to make it into the Champions League. I don't think that would be right, Jim. You win 6 games, you win the FA Cup, you then qualify for the Champions League.
It's called the Champions League because there's only a few champions in there. So putting FA Cup winners in would make it laughable.
That's right. So love the FA Cup. That's your message. Love it.
Well, I take it for what it is. It's always been a groundbreaking competition. In fact, I'm going to ask a question to the listener here. What is taken to the FA Cup but never used? We'll come back to that after the break, Jim.
Oh, listen to that!
What is taken to the FA Cup
Bit of
but
Martin
never
Keown,
used?
presenter. Lead us in with that one again. What's your question, Mr. Keown?
What is taken to the FA Cup but never used?
What is taken to the FA Cup but never used?
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.